Mama is here. My mother was given up. Me too. Do you comprehend? Yeah, Jordan Brand. What does he say? His father, correct. His son, Bill Cosby. Right, Drake, his son, doctor while you're out in Hollywood. Many people go missing. During the Grammys, Sam Smith performed a jaw-dropping set that has received mixed reviews. The majority of people despise it, while some do. But what specific individual has a different perspective on the situation as a whole? Tiny West is of the opinion that Hollywood has now brainwashed Sam Smith. He is acting this way because of that. Did he sell himself in order to gain popularity? Or is this simply an artistic expression on his part? Sam Smith, dressed in a choker, hat with a devil's horn, and fitted clothes, was certain to take everyone's breath away. This is truly shocking because Sam is not the same person we've known since he stayed with me, Dave. Sam and Kim Petras won the Grammy for Best Pop Duo or Group Performance shortly after this. They were even greeted by the legendary pop queen last week, whose appearance was so different that people at first didn't recognize her. In point of fact, some are comparing this to Madonna's entrance during the show. In addition to having the appearance of the devil himself, Sam was surrounded by followers with long hair and the same red sheets. Kim Petras then made a grand entrance inside a massive cage surrounded by 3 she-devils. Kim is the first transgender person in a long time to win the Grammys. Sadly, however, their scandalous performance outweighs this win. A lot of people who saw it may have been scared by the outfits and the whole pair. They ended up questioning it, if not scared. One of the most talked about moments of the Grammy Awards recently involved one of the year's most well-known songs. In fact, their red carpet attire was terrifying. That ought to have indicated to everyone that they were preparing a significant undertaking. You just can't stop listening to unhealthy music at this point, and you'll probably get the last song syndrome like US every time it plays. Sam and Kim, for example, keep Kanye West relevant. The rapper is a firm believer that Hollywood is a place where sacrifices can be made. He's probably right when he says that Sam Smith's Grammy performance shows this clearly. First time ever. He has previously stated that a small number of famous people are under the influence of the devil. Celebrities like LeBron James, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé are said to be managed by the powerful, and Michael Jordan claims that both his mother and his father were sacrifices. As a result, when I tweeted, I was bouncing back and forth between enthusiastically declaring, "Hey, I'm angry." I'm enraged at the things these Jewish business people and his associates have done to me and so many of my friends. Once after learning about Jay-Z and Beyoncé's satanic practices, Kanye went after them. He claimed that his cancellation was due to the cults of Jay-Z and other celebrities. That numerous others, including his mother, are reported missing. Despite numerous attempts to prevent him from disclosing additional information, the world's most contentious rapper, as he previously stated, continued to bring down additional individuals. Haynes stands out from other rappers because he believes he can tell it like it is because he has never actually hurt anyone. He thinks he could say whatever he wants without being arrested. The rapper believes that by revealing these so-called rituals that no ordinary person has ever witnessed, he is doing God's will. The rapper continues to discuss a few aspects of this that ultimately leave us perplexed and scratching our heads. He maintains his conviction that his mother was a sacrifice for these individuals. Kanye was ultimately canceled by everyone as a result of this, and walked out of every job he had. He was fired from Balenciaga and Adidas because of his anti-Semitic rants, but after years in the business, he is still quite wealthy. This may or may not be true, but in the end, it is completely absurd. Many people believe Kanye West is ill and requires assistance. The artist, on the other hand, seems perfectly content to continue living his life as it is, which many consider a descent into mental illness. However, at the conclusion, he does make the point that the devil ought to be criticized, not praised. The fact that Sam Smith performed at the Grammys is further evidence that the music business is not as we know it. He wore a red floor-length gown, matching gloves, a top hat, and a glittering cane. In keeping with the group's Gothic-inspired look, Kim Petras chose a shorter, equally devilish red dress with a blood-red pendant hung around her neck and a sheer red veil cascading from her platinum blonde hair. They even had drag queens Violet Chachki and Gottmik in their entourage, which made them even more impressive.